All right, hi everybody. This is how to analyze your PyLab data. All right, you can see here that in the columns I got my diameters and 3 circumference readings. I have my uncertainty in row 2, and my data numbers have no letters in there, so I don't type in centimeters in there. I want my units up top in my headings. So first thing is, let's calculate our averages with the computer. So you're going to highlight the cell that you want your average to end up. Then you go up here, click on the summa icon, I click averages, and now with my special highlighting box, I'm going to highlight just the 3 I want averaged, and I hit enter. There we go. You can also tell because that this is the computer function because of that little triangle in the upper corner. So let's try it again. Here's my object 5 information. I'm going to go up here, average, just the 3 I want. I hit enter, boom. Now you'll notice that some of my sig figs are off and my decimal places are off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole data table, right click, format cells. Then in this box, I'm going to go to numbers, and here I can change the decimal point to 1. I hit enter, boom, and it magically makes everything 1 decimal place. So even if I switch this to 50 point a bunch of things, it'll average it out to 1 decimal place. Uh-oh, I don't want that number, so I'm going to hit Control Z and I go back to where I was. Now we have our averages, great. Let's make our chart. I only want to have a chart of my diameters and my averages. So here's what you do. You highlight your diameters first, and then you hold down the control key. Then you highlight your average data, and then you release the control button. So now you have just 2 columns highlighted. I'm going to go to Insert, or I can go up here to Charts, and I want to go Insert, Scatter, and I want just the dot version that looks like this. All right, so on your computer, it might be somewhere else, but it's going to be Insert, Chart, Scatter, and then just the dot one. All right, now here I have my chart, so I want to add my labels. So I go up to Chart Layout Options right here. And if I click around, I have many different options, but I want this option because it gives me my title, y-axis, x-axis, and it has my little dots. Once I'm here, now I can call this, my name, PyLab, chart, okay? I'm going to have, this is my average, circumference, and then I'm going to put my units, okay? I'm going to do the same thing for here. I want this is my diameter, and then I'm going to put my units in little parentheses. All right, so now I'm doing pretty good. Now I want to add a trend line. I want to add my best fit line. So I'm going to go up here to my tabs inside of chart, and if I click on chart layout, then I find trend line right there. Linear, boom, and there we have it. There's my best fit line. I don't really want all this information, so I just delete it. All right, so I have my trend line. While I'm in my trend line, I'm going to go down to options in trend line, and I'm going to go to options, and I want to find display equation on chart. Here's my equation. I can move my little titles around however I want. There's my y equals mx plus b. This is going to be helpful because my m, 3.4365, is my slope, which is going to be hopefully somewhere close to your pi unit, which is 3.14. All right, so we have that. While we're in chart layout, here's trend line. Next door, you have error bars. So let's put in some error bars. For this exercise, we're going to go to custom. So you're going to go to extra options, and I'm going to say custom down here. I'm going to specify a value, and I'm just going to say plus or minus 5 because our true error bars are so small that they can't be seen behind our dots. So now we have some error bars, but let's zoom in a little bit. Notice we're going to have, I have horizontal error bars and vertical. So you know what? I'm going to click on my horizontal ones and delete them. So now I have my horizontal error bars deleted, and I've got my vertical ones there. I've got my trend line, I've got my equation, I have all my titles with units. So great. All right, so now we're almost done. Now I just need to make a JPEG so I can upload that and post it to the Edmodo site, and then I can be done. So on a PC at school, you're going to find it's a program called snipping. It's a snipping tool, all right? But on my computer, I don't have the snipping tool. So I'm going to go to my screenshot tool, which is right here. It's going to be the same kind of a thing. I'm going to end up with a crosshair. I'm going to highlight just what I want to take a JPEG of. Boom. I save it to my desktop. Let's see what we got here. Here it is. There's my JPEG. Screenshot JPEG, but I'm going to call it my name PyLab chart, okay? And this is the JPEG that you will upload to be done with this part of the PyLab assignment. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you later.